Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio Podcast. Joining me this evening, Chucks, Beans, and Will. And yes, you did hear me correctly say Beans. Beans is here for once. How's it going? How you doing?
I finally come home, and I will never leave again.
Ha! Heard that before.
I mean, you said that before, I think, but
Have I?
no.
Someone did.
I thought you were
Someone did.
bringing it home, like the soccer trophy.
All right. I was going to say, like the bacon.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, bring it home like the bacon. That works too. That could work for our snack segment, sure.
I bought home some bacon today. You know,
Oh.
since you mention it,
Yeah.
I didn't win any bread though, so I don't know if that.
No breadwinner.
I'm not the breadwinner,
Damn.
but I do
Oh.
bring home the bacon. Because who else will?
Good point. Good point.
Uh,
How you guys
Is
doing?
it most important question of now you've mentioned that? Smoked or unsmoked?
Yes.
Ha! Smoked.
Yes.
yeah, I like smoked, but I
Smoked
like
medallions.
normal as well.
Smoked, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, medallions are more gammon than bacon.
I was gonna say.
I disagree, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Gammon's good.
Oh, gammon's good, but it's not
I'm
bacon.
gonna be controversial. I'm not a huge fan of gammon.
Oh man, are we gonna throw up the talking snack graphic?
Sure, we can do
for
that.
this,
Hold
or
on.
are we gonna save that to the end?
We can do that. Hold on. If you wanted to get into it right now, sure, I don't mind.
No, we
it's
should
not
probably start with the wrestling stuff.
Does gammon actually qualify as a snack?
Does bacon qualify as a snack? It depends how you use it, I suppose.
I think bacon can claim snack status.
I was snacking
I
on
don't
bacon
know.
last week, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever snacked on bacon.
No,
Seems kind
I've
of
had
extreme.
lunch with bacon.
You can have. I've seen like ready to eat bacon now. So that's a snack.
Ready to eat bacon.
Yeah.
it was
Individually wrapped bacon.
it was cooked, and then we had it set in the fridge, and we were using it for sandwiches here and there, and then
Mhm.
kind of forgot about it. And I was like, I might as well just eat this before it goes bad. So I was like, you know what, sure. And I'll just snack it on bacon.
Okay. Yeah. Bacon on the go, individually wrapped, ready to eat sweet bacon.
There you go.
Wow.
I like how you said we were going to get into the wrestling, and now we're already talking about the snacks here.
Yeah.
Because that actually is a snack. I can't deny it. I would never have thought of bacon as a snack, but there it is. It's like a flat jerky.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You win.
All right.
You win this round. What wrestling do we have this week? Has anything noteworthy happened?
Not much been happening this week, has there?
No, quite weak.
Vince McMahon sexing up people on his staff and paid
I
them in
think that
hush
happened
money.
quite a while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's old news.
Yeah.
Next, you'll be telling us that Ric Flair stripped off on a plane.
Yeah.
Well, funny. You
Real
mention
question is how many times has he done it since he told that story?
That's true. Very true. Yeah. Anybody surprised by the Vince stuff? I mean,
No.
yeah. I'm not surprised either. I'm more surprised that there was smoke to the fire that actually, got reported and came to light to the public. I'm more surprised
I
about
wouldn't
that.
say I was surprised, but it's still kind of a little bit of a shock to see it actually all come out a bit. I think there's more that we're going to find out as well.
I think it's one of those where you're not shocked by it, but like you say, it's more the fact that it's not something that's just been kind of swept under the rug whenever it's a usual issue.
Mm.
It's something that's actually like, it's snowballed into a story, and it's, well, ultimately cost him the position on paper.
You think anything's going to come of it? Do you think he's going to actually have to step down or anything like that?
Well,
Well-
technically, he already has, hasn't he? Really, but
Well, yeah. I mean, that he had an announcement on SmackDown last night, and it was just
He really
the most.
did.
It was just most half-assed thing I've ever heard. It wasn't even like addressing anything. It wasn't saying, "Yeah, Stephanie's gonna take over." He was just like, "Hey, now then, forever together."
Yep.
In the signature, and then left.
And everyone cheered him.
Yeah, well, everyone cheered him when he came out too, which was also kind of stunning.
But in a typical way, it's like only in WWE would something like that happen, and then the person that does it comes out and trolls everyone like that, and the fact that they can turn it to try and get some ratings out of it. It's just like there's no shame whatsoever, is it? It's just.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. It does say something about the, I guess society that we live in. Maybe they're more into the character.
I mean, it's typical Vince, though, if you think about it.
Sure.
Exactly
I mean, it is. That's what I mean.
expect.
It's just like every other time that you get a story, if that had happened in any other industry, and someone stepped down, it's just like it wouldn't. It's a mark of shame, innit, on the person, on the company they represent, and he just, again, like he said in that thing with Pat McAfee ages ago, he just loves confrontation and loves controversy and stuff, and it's just bizarrely gets off on all of it. It's just.
Oh yeah, I mean, if the board are behind all this from what we've heard, they're doing the investigation and they're ultimately going to make the decision of what actually happens when they've concluded this investigation. If I was someone on the board, I'd have made a few phone calls yesterday and said he's not going on that screen no matter what happens.
Well, the thing is, did they know what he was going to say? Did he tell people what he was going to say?
He didn't say anyone with that one, apparently. Yeah, apparently there was a meeting during the day, and I think the words were he was his normal self. He just didn't even address it.
Yeah.
Because if you were an executive or like I don't know, like Fox, like
Well, yeah, why didn't they get involved? Yeah, exactly.
You'd be sitting there and thinking, oh my God, what's he gonna say? Like, what is gonna happen here? Like, I bet there were people on the verge of a heart attack when he walked out, thinking, what on earth is he gonna do on live TV here?
Well, what's the worst that he could do, realistically?
It was me.
Well, yeah, like, I did it. I am the genetic jackhammer.
Honestly,
I don't know who. Like, I don't really know what I was expecting when he said he made that announcement. I'm going to be on SmackDown tonight. What's he going to say? Is he going to just say, "I'm stepping down for a while. There's time to hand the reins over to someone else," and
the news doesn't exist in the WWE universe.
Well, yeah, I don't think he's going to come out and actually say, I've been found to have paid someone off $2 million not to talk about an affair that I had with her. Like, I don't think he's going to just explain the situation to anyone who hasn't heard yet. So I don't really know what I was expecting, but I was expecting something that we didn't get.
That's what I mean. I think it's just something where I mean, he doesn't even have to allude, like, he turn around and just say, I'm sure you're aware of certain stories that are currently, like,
But would he even say that?
But I think
that would
anyone
just be
else
drawing attention. Because I don't know, when he came out and there were people cheering for him, and even when he left again, they were cheering for him. I figured they obviously just haven't heard yet. The news came out not too long before the show. Was it a day or so, whatever? It's very plausible that a lot of people in that building didn't know.
I mean,
if you don't read the news sites.
Well, I mean, if you don't have a Twitter, I guess as well.
Well,
the other
who actually uses Twitter these days?
That's true. The other excuse is
it's all about Truth Social now.
Oh no, come on. God.
If you can even get on it. Truth Social's not in the UK.
Good.
What is Truth Social?
It's Trump's.
Oh,
you
no.
on it?
No. Sorry, if it's any relation to Trump, I'm nowhere near it.
Exactly.
Well, you couldn't get on it even if you wanted to at the moment.
How dare he?
Yeah.
My other joke was like, well, they were from Minnesota, so maybe it would take them a couple of days for the news to get there, or
Yeah,
something
right.
like that.
Never know.
Oh,
Sorry,
turning
Minnesota.
heels.
Sorry,
Yeah, I
Minnesota.
was going to say. Gone
Yeah,
with
I
the
don't.
cheap heat there.
Yeah, I don't know. It is odd. Yeah, maybe they just didn't know, they didn't hear. I mean, Meltzer was on CNN like hours before the show started,
It's true.
and yeah, I don't know.
Was that the one where he had the really messy room?
No, it was just
No,
a
that
real
was a long
tight.
time ago.
It was a real tight shot of his face, so you couldn't see his messy room.
I saw a picture earlier of his like room with just papers everywhere, and it really concerned me.
Yeah, that was many years ago. We did a. It was an
So
actual
it's
newspaper
only-
did that. It was like Wall Street Journal or something crazy. Actually, did an article on it.
Yeah.
That's what that photo was from.
I think
see if I can dig it.
So it's only
I don't
going to be
think that-
worse.
No, I don't think that photo was from years ago. I think it's a recent photo because judging by the live shot he was on CNN, he is stuck in the 90s somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Do you, like I said, if this is supposed to be like a temporary thing, but I mean, with the way,
I mean,
nobody
in all fairness, if you think, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say nobody predicted a pandemic like a couple of years ago to like cripple everything, and yet WWE was still able to survive. I mean, if Vince is out of the picture as CEO, I'm sure they'll the wheel will keep turning, so to speak. But like,
But the thing is he's not CEO on paper. Do you really think he's still not making all the calls?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Apparently not.
Yeah,
because
of course he
it's. I don't know, because it's an official investigation, so they've got to follow all kinds of
true.
procedures, and to
Yeah.
have
Well-
him involved, probably going to add even more trouble.
The
If they
thing
say
is,
he's not, if they
it's
say he's not on the board and he is, then that's going to just cause even more legal.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have
Things.
to physically be there, but let's have a conversation with Stephanie just before she goes into this creative meeting. I want this, and this.
Well,
Right, Stephanie,
he's
you go
doing
make sure
creative.
that happens.
Yeah.
Vince
Yeah,
took
he's-
over creative.
he's-
Steph is now the business end.
yeah.
Either way, you still have a
Right, you
McMahon
mean
in
before
charge.
he didn't have any saying creative.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. And now, like you say, it's the same deal the other way. Like whatever Steph does may as well come from him. Like it's not like they don't talk to each other.
Well, you say that, but by all accounts, his relationship with Steph hasn't been great the last few months.
Well,
Yeah, I can see that that's probably true. She stepped down and Triple H has disappeared, and maybe things aren't quite right there. But it's not like he chose Nick Khan to do it.
yeah.
No.
That would have been
Yeah.
the obvious, right?
Yet.
Yeah, well, not yet. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
according
interesting if
to
the board picked Nick Khan to do it.
yeah.
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 There's a lot of things going on there with. Supposedly, Steph is not a fan of. What's his name? I can't. Kevin Dunn.
Roman Reigns.
Kevin Dunn. In the truck.
Roman Reigns.
What? Close. Close, Chucks. And
I heard it was
but
Randy Orton. He
I
has no room.
I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be any major Wow.
That's true.
Wow.
Some deep lore there.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be any major change until, somebody that isn't a McMahon is running the show, like a Nick Khan. He'll just probably fire everybody. Just say
the
budget
ultimate
cuts.
budget cut. Just fire
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
There's no outgoings anymore.
But I mean,
There's also a lot of talk about selling.
there is.
It could
Selling
be
to
closer
Disney?
to happening now than.
Selling it to Disney. Do you think Disney will do a better job?
They'll do a different job. I don't know. I don't really know what Disney would want it to be.
First show, Johnny Depp comes out as Jack Sparrow.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Is he going to go back to Disney now?
Jack
They'll want to.
Jack Sparrow versus Paul Burchill.
I paid to see it.
I would have paid to see it 15 years ago.
Yeah, I think
don't know. I'd be interested to see what condition Paul Burchill's in now. I haven't got a clue. I haven't seen him for that long.
Yeah. So Alexis in the chat is also pointing out that Stephanie McMahon isn't changing anything that Vince is, since the CEO of Creative. And they also claim that they hear that Bray Wyatt and Cesaro and others will possibly be coming back, but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, they could. Cesaro hasn't been active on socials from what I can tell. Bray Wyatt's been kind of under the radar. So last we heard he was like filming a movie or something. And I don't know. I don't know if they would come back, but yeah, I don't know. I think that might be scorched earth territory.
This whole story, if you got to think about it on a bigger picture, if you think about when Stephanie quit, if you like, what was it, leave of absence? She said she was going on. You know, did she know something? Was she aware this was all going to come out?
Oh, you mean like that made that choice?
Yeah, you know, did she say, you know, it then come out that apparently Vince was saying that she basically wasn't very good at the job she was doing, and that's why she left. So, you know,
it's everyone but you, isn't it, Vince?
Even
your own family.
These jobs and then just everyone's a full guy.
But so there's obviously tension there.
It's like Boris Johnson, isn't he?
So and then obviously she's now come back to be the CEO.
So do you think?
Yeah, I think there's a lot more going on that we don't know about.
Are you saying that she left to kind of distance herself from the fallout when it came out?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because now she's jumped right back in. Like she's now in the headlines right after it happened. So if she wanted to stay away from it, I think she would not be doing. She wouldn't have gone back.
No, but I don't think if she was still there and she knew about what's going on. I mean, she probably. I think it probably goes as far back. She probably knew all about this apparent payment and whoever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's ridiculous to assume that she knew all about what was going on. And maybe she said, you know, whenever this was, maybe she told them not to do it, and she was against it all. I can imagine she probably would.
Mm.
And then now it's all come out. She's, you know, obviously against it, but she can't say that because obviously it's a dad, isn't it? So, but yeah, I think I don't think it's ridiculous to assume either that she did know about this was going to come out, and if she wasn't in the job she was in, what was she, brand officer or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, brand officer.
If she wasn't doing that, she wasn't. Now she isn't. If she was still in that job, I don't think she'd have been given the CEO job. Then she'd have got someone else. I don't know. I just think there's a lot more.
I want to know when we're going to hear a podcast with Linda McMahon on it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Like, why do you put up with this?
It's all about the Monday.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I'd be interested to know whether is this something that's news to her, or is it something that was dealt with a long time ago and it's only just come out in this way, and they've already all dealt with it as a family longer time ago.
I would assume it's not the first time.
Yeah, I have seen. I mean, it's only stuff on Twitter, but I've seen apparently that there are other people out there that whether or not he's paid them, I don't know, but there's other stories waiting to come out.
It's going to be like Partygate.
Probably. Did you
So
see the interesting bit of the? Sorry, go on.
Have you heard anything about when this was supposed to have happened? Who it was, maybe?
No,
I did hear one name.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
have you heard?
Well, I don't know if I should be saying. Like, I've got nothing to back it up. I've just heard that some people have suggested that it might have been some.
Don't forget to say allegedly.
Allegedly, exactly. But we're talking like Diva Search era.
Can't get sued on the internet. Go on, say it. Who was it?
In my opinion, I think it was. No, this is
Diva
like
Search era.
Diva Search era, yeah. So
I
This
think
could
I
have been-
saw something about someone to do with the Diva search, but I don't.
Yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to be a PA? That was the original thing I saw.
There was one with a ref as well, I think.
Oh, really?
Oh god, this guy.
Really was he? Nessie Jack Hammer, wasn't he?
A referee.
But again, yeah, female ref.
Oh, female ref. Oh, okay. Thought it'd be like Mike
But
Chioda.
not was down, but it's only been like 3.
Ay. This is a great timeline, I feel, and read into it what you will, but WrestleVotes documented this here, saying that on January 29th, Vince and Shane, with the Royal Rumble dispute there, Shane removed from further plans. March 25th, Triple H health crisis, announces in-ring retirement. May 19th, Stephanie announces she's taking leave of absence.
May 19th.
Yeah.
Again.
And June 15th, the Wall Street Journal drops allegations on Vince's secret hush money there, which is kind of wild.
It's all a ploy from Steph and Triple H to oust him.
They also
You say that? Sorry, go on, Smith.
I was gonna say I was gonna lead into this other story here that that Sasha Banks, according to Raj Giri from Wrestling Inc., was released from
quite a while ago.
Yeah, very quietly released.
Yeah.
So,
you think that's related? I don't think it is, but it could be.
No, I think because she walked out, and I think her contract was due to expire at some point in the next few months. So it's like, this is something was probably going to happen.
Well, it just goes to show you that everything's been kind of chaotic behind the scenes here, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's definitely a bigger picture here. There's definitely stuff we don't know. I think it's all gonna have to come out because it's an official investigation now, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
They're a public company, so they've got to release all the details eventually.
Who's investigating? Is it independent?
It's the board
or is it just
themselves.
Like, it's the
Super
Super.
So yes, we have to wait until.
See when we ratify it.
WWE's own board.
Yeah.
Of which Vince is still the majority shareholder, right? He's
still
the guy.
They've solved the problem by paying them off.
Yeah, it's worked before. I mean, not every time, but it has worked before.
They've announced a special committee.
Oh, really?
Which is going to consist of independent directors.
Oh, Matt
independent directors, like Brother Love and. That would be so great if it actually was just old wrestling gimmicks. It's like Iron Sheik was in there.
God.
Jim Duggan is on the secret.
Oh.
So the interesting bit, well, some people call it interesting, is the statement itself that was released on. Was it Friday? I can't remember what day we're on now. I think it was
Saturday, yesterday was Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sunday comes afterwards.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Whatever.
Yeah, the statement itself from WWE, basically announcing that Vince was stepping down and Stephanie will be taking over. In the statement itself, I don't know if you can pull it up, Smoot. It's on the corporate WWE site. There's a couple of quotes from Vince himself where he says he's going to cooperate with the investigation and what have you. The bit that Twitter seems to be more invested in is the statement from Stephanie, where she says, "I love this company and I'm committed to working with the independent directors to strengthen our culture and our company. It's extremely important to me that we have a safe and collaborative workspace. I'm committed to doing everything in my power to help the special committee to complete its work, including marshalling the cooperation of the entire company to assist in the completion of the investigation and to implement its findings," said Ms. McMahon.
Ooh.
Exactly. So that's an interesting point. Yeah.
So perhaps her. Well, that would explain why she had to tend to family affairs then.
And why she was pictured at the Hall of Fame on the wedding ring.
Oh,
Family affairs, you say?
Yeah.
Make of that what you will.
There. I think Russell votes to
Yeah.
that's there.
Yeah, that's pretty much does it.
Yeah, that's wild. Huh. Yeah, that's. Ooh, I don't know what to make of that, other than they're secretly divorced. Which if that's the case, I mean,
some people
they
did
wouldn't
pick
be able
up on
to
the
be
fact.
secretly divorced.
Well, no, it would come out, wouldn't it? Somehow.
Maybe Triple H is suffering from a broken heart.
Going seeing Shawn Michaels because he helped him when he lost his smile.
Played.
Thank you. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it could just be a typo. Maybe they didn't know that she's married and has a couple kids.
You can still use the term "miss" when you.
True.
Yeah,
true.
Some people on Twitter they point that out, that you can still be a Ms. even though you're married.
Yeah, makes you a strong, independent woman who's married.
You don't need no man.
Right. Interesting. The plot thickens. And also,
I think
the other thing from last night was reportedly Johnny Ace, John Laryngitis wasn't backstage.
Yeah, well, he's in the investigation, isn't he, as well?
He is. He's a big part of it.
You fire him.
Why? So what? Is he involved in what? Paying the money?
He was involved in what the money was paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was shagging
Allegedly.
people too, I think. Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He was very much involved.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I don't know what the Bella mum thinks about that.
I don't know.
Imagine Linda's probably used to this kind of story coming out. But
I'm sorry, I
Bella
just had
mum,
the
I'm not so
lyrics.
sure.
You can look, but you can't.
Bella, yeah.
Mama Bella, yeah. Tying it back.
I always forget he's married to her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a fairly good one, and it just kind of fell on deaf ears. Though.
Sorry, Bean, that one didn't hear it. What did you say?
Didn't hear you, Bean. Sorry.
I said when you were saying about the Bella mum, I said I had the lyrics in my head. You can look, but you can't touch.
All right, that is a good one. Sorry about that. Sorry for the no sell.
It's all right. I deserve it. I've not been around.
Yeah, so crazy times in WWE right now. Brock Lesnar also came back on last night's SmackDown.
He did?
So I hear.
We'll pull that up.
Did you see, before we get into that, sorry, just
go
with
ahead.
the Vince story. A lot of people are reverting to a tweet that Nia Jax sent when she was released.
Oh, what did she say?
When she was released on April 30th, she said, and I quote, should have done Michael Cole voice there, shouldn't I?
And I
it's a shame some people deserve to get the opportunity to shine at the star they really are. But unfortunately, certain higher-ups can never see past their own perverted ways. Too bad there aren't the lucky ones who can use their blackmail to keep the jobs. And no one really thought much of it, because everyone just thought, oh, she's just bitter because she's just been released.
She's also into weird QAnon bullshit, so...
Oh, really?
Allegedly. Yeah, she was like...
maybe... Did she know something?
Maybe. I mean... Maybe she knew the writing was on the wall and just kind of didn't give a fuck. Perhaps,
Yeah. I mean, it could be totally unrelated, but it just... There it is there, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. April 30th. Yeah.
Random tweet. I don't know if that was random. That seems very pointed to me.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at the replies. Says the one who used her
Says
cousin.
the one who used her cousin for spot, despite being unsafe and hurting many people.
It's true.
Is the one from Vince's official account going na 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 na?
Yeah, it's what you say. It's a bizarre time, isn't it?
Yeah, very bizarre.
I mean, the thing, also, I mean, we've all kind of wondered, like, we've all said that, he's gonna drop on his feet in the middle of the ring at some point or something, Vince, because he's never gonna give it up, and
Never
you
gonna
know, you.
let you down either.
Da, 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 da.
It was the was it 15th anniversary of him being rickrolled the other day?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Alright. Interesting.
2011. Maybe it's only 10. No, 15. Yeah, there you go. Amazing. Someone was saying something then.
Yeah, it's all
Right.
right. I'm getting rickrolled on a podcast. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where you feel like now is this reaching this point where it just, like you say, there's obviously so much smoke going on that there sounds like there's some fairly big fires that have been trying to be covered up. So is this actually the start of a massive shift in the direction of the company, effectively? Because, like you say, I mean, there's been talks of trying to sell, whether it was going to be Disney. You've got changes within personnel.
Tony Khan.
There's been, yeah, it's just like what
Tony Khan,
selling the company to Tony Khan.
That hasn't happened yet, has it? Was it missed something?
I don't know. He is a billionaire, or the son of a billionaire. He could buy him.
He's also a billionaire. I think he's got more billions than his dad.
Oh, really? I thought his dad had all the money.
I saw. I don't know. I'll look that up.
Right. So. Yeah, I mean, there is obviously the internet's gone a bit crazy with all this story. And yeah, there's a lot of I've seen some rumors that Tony Khan's like weighing up a bid for WWE, which is probably bullshit. But you never know. If the board have had enough and they decide they recommend to sell, and maybe you never know, we might pick her up.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Yeah.
There was a report that I've lost the link to now. There was someone had looked at the board of, I don't know what you call it, the rules basically of the WWE board, and I'll try and find it. It was basically, it had that the conditions of how they could get rid of Vince as chairman for good. And
So apparently Shad Khan has between 7 and 9 billion. And according to various results here, Tony Khan has 1 billion, and this one says he has 7 billion. So, somewhere in that range. Monthly income, 10 million plus.
That's insane.
Nice.
I think it was Dave Meltzer, actually. Dave Meltzer brought it up about the possibility they might sell.
Did he say it in that CNN interview?
No, I think it was in the podcast he does, Wrestling Observer. There he is with his 90s headset.
There you go.
Yeah, he actually he sort of brought up the point that the Khans might be interested. But I think he's just feeding the internet, really.
Well, they
Yeah.
would be interested, surely. They would have
But
to.
you'd think so. Huh?
Yeah.
Supposedly he is an AEW guy.
He said they'd be looking for at least 5 billion.
Yeah, Tony could swing that. I feel.
So yeah, I found the I don't know what you actually call it. What do they call it? The employment agreement. Don't know about the guy called Brandon Thurston. Don't know who he is.
He does the ratings for the week and whatnot for the Wrestling Observer, I believe. I think.
Okay. So there's all kinds of different rules and obviously regulations around it. But one of the particular things, and I just read the actual line. Bear with me a minute. There we go. So it's basically the company may terminate the executive's employment under this agreement, and there's all kinds of legal speak. The line in particular says, the executive's theft, embezzlement, or attempted theft or embezzlement of money or property of the company or its affiliates, the executive's intentional perpetration or attempted perpetration of fraud or participation in fraud or attempted fraud on the company or its affiliates. And that's basically what he's being accused of, isn't it?
What was that on screen? He's also, I'm sorry, he's part of WrestleNomics, not the Observer, just to correct myself. Sorry about that.
It's basically all going to come down to where this money comes from, I think. If it turns out that it was his money, then there's not much he can do.
That's fine. Yeah.
If it was company money, then shit's
Plus,
going to
also, I suppose it's going to be hard to actually prove, like, because obviously at the time it happened, I presume it wasn't a publicly traded company either. So,
well, it
still
still depends
publicly
how
traded for a long
recent
time.
it was. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it all depends how recent it was, really.
I think it was much more recent than... When did they go public? That was like early 2000s, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, I think some of these, though, that I mean,
99.
I don't know, but
October
the ones that
99.
the stories that I saw online, I haven't got a clue. Like, they're just allegations, aren't they? But it all sounded like it was earlier than that. I think the main ones, anyway.
No, I guess all depends on the timings then.
This agreement's quite. I'm looking at there's a link. It's on that tweet actually. The link to the full sort of. I guess it's Vince's contract with WWE. He gets paid 1.1 million a year.
Yeah, but that's just his salary. He gets a ton more than that from his
You
stock.
get all kinds of bonuses.
Dividends.
I'm surprised he gets that actually, because most sort of CEOs, well, they only like get paid like £1 or something, because they know they're going to get everything else. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting couple of weeks, months, whatever, for find out what else is going to come out, because there's definitely more to it. And like you say, because they're a public company and they're going to have to make this investigation public eventually. So it's all going to come out.
Well, and either way, like Bean said, it's like nothing was going to get Vince out of the chairman chair, and now he kind of is. Something's like shaking up the foundation a little bit. So whatever happens, it could be a time for him to just, you know what, I've had my run. Maybe it is time to.
I mean, some people even were saying, like, last night, like, that's a typical way Vince would say goodbye kind of thing, just to be...
Not say goodbye, yeah.
Yeah. So that could have actually been his, you know, you'll never see me again kind of thing, but...
Could be. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
So, like you say, it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks and months leading up. See what, but whether I don't think it'll mean any changes on watching the product week to week as of now.
The product, I don't think it's going to change at all. Unfortunately, but
Stay in the chat is saying maybe all the women Vince has paid off could club together and buy WWE.
Yeah. Not if they invested in Bitcoin, they couldn't.
no.
Yeah, Summer Rae.
There's
Does
this.
Elon Musk want to buy it?
I
won't
haven't
buy
heard
it.
that, but he might do it.
Well, he spends most of his life on Twitter, doesn't he? Just saying, I'm going to buy this.
Well, yeah,
Has he bought Twitter yet? That hasn't gone through yet, has it?
No.
not completely. No.
I'm going to make Coke and put cocaine back in it. And
That's funny.
Yeah.
That actually
I'll
was
give him that one.
Kind of. But he is still
I'm
schmuck.
going to buy WWE and put the wrestling back in it.
Yeah, you should say that. That would be exactly the kind of thing. I want to switch over. Well, transition over to
Maybe
Open-
Trump should buy
Switch
it.
gears.
Trump should buy it. He should.
No,
Wrestling.
come on.
He already bought Raw that time.
He did buy Raw for a week.
Not this again.
Make WWE great again.
Yeah, make wrestling great again. That'd be-
Ugh.
I think that's
If anyone
probably
could do
the
it.
only bad case scenario that I would have, that Vince is no longer in control if he turned around and said that Donald Trump now runs it. Anyone
What
else,
could go
I'd be
wrong,
like
though?
interested. I'd be interested, but if it was him, I'd be like, oh no.
It'd just be such a disaster. I would watch that.
Just because it's a
No,
At this
train
I
point,
wreck.
think as much as there's
It would be a
like disappointment with things and stuff, it'd be really painful to watch how he would destroy it even worse
Jesus.
than what we
Yeah.
feel it is.
Exactly. I'm not going to lose any sleep over like this WWE ending. Maybe he just crashes and burns and it's all a massive, and that would be great. That's something. I'll watch that. It's better than this. Just chugging along, doing the same old things week after week. You know.
The great job he did though when he brought Raw for a week.
He did no ads on the next Raw.
Yeah.
I was just
and
going to say that's the only thing I
records.
can remember that I felt positive about it, was that we
He
had
had-
a commercial free Raw.
Wasn't it
He
sponsored by
gave
like?
everyone money.
Wasn't it sponsored by KFC?
Don't know, was it?
I don't remember it being maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I think Lawler had like a buck. I remember Trump. Yeah, I remember Trump doing something about the hey, this Raw is no commercials and whatnot, and then the show was also sponsored by KFC, and Jerry Lawler had like a bucket of chicken.
I'm sure Jerry Lawler's had a lot of food in front of him on that Raw desk at times.
Yeah.
Mostly Subway.
Yeah. What's the chain? We haven't got it over here. What's the chain on roller
Popeyes?
skates?
Sonic.
Oh, Sonic.
Sonic.
Someone bought him a bucket on roller skates. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's true. He's done that one.
Yeah, I think Trump's WWE could be, and the McMahons, he's in with the McMahons, isn't he? So they'll give him a discount.
Maybe.
Wasn't
Maybe.
Linda in the cabinet for Trump?
She was,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was.
Small business secretary or whatever it was.
Mhm.
Maybe
They've all
she'll
been
be
to the
put
White
back
House.
in charge. Trump's going to buy it. Put Linda in charge.
God.
Come full circle. WrestleMania 17 finally pays off.
Stays asking, will Vince still be sat in Gorilla on the headset? Probably.
Yeah, apparently so, because he's still in charge of creative. So
Do you think if he gets bought out, they're just going to give him a headset that's like disconnected? They're like, yeah, Vince, you run the show from this corner over here. They'll just be shouting.
Why are they not listening to me?
Hit the plug,
They are.
damn it!
They are.
Cole,
Just
say it
turn
again.
around and face the wall.
So I wanna do my new segment here. The
Sorry, go
whatever
on.
it is, the thumbs
Go
up,
ahead.
thumbs down of the week, the best and worst, the highlight, low light, the big ups and small downs. I don't know, whatever we're gonna
Yeah.
call this.
what
This
did they
thing.
call it on VOW? What did they had a name for this? What was it?
Well, they
I
did the
remember.
not news of the week, and we've just done that one.
No, it wasn't that. I'm sure they had something. It was one of the more later, the later series.
I didn't watch it. I don't know if anyone watched that later series.
No, I didn't. I was in charge of it. It was just tag in, tag out or something. That rings a bell.
Tag in, tag. No, that doesn't even make sense.
No.
No, that sucks.
I'll find it.
So hopefully you've all got like a good thing and a bad thing that's happened in wrestling over the last week or so, or can at least think of one pretty quickly. A talking point, if you will. I have one. My big ups this week go to the writer of this article that came out the last time that this happened to Vince, when he was stripped of his power, and oh, what the hell? Why do I keep doing that in the chat instead of there you go. There's the link. So, Smoot's big complaint these days is that WWE.com writers suck. And he's right, they do.
Thank you.
But whoever wrote this one was straight poetic, bro. So, I don't know if you remember, 11 years ago, Vince McMahon was relieved of his duties by Triple H. And Triple H tearfully said, "I love you, Pop."
I can't
Remember
feel
that?
my legs, Paul. Oh, wrong.
Not that one. That was $1 Million Mania again. That was only a strict roll.
All right.
This one was when CM Punk left with the title, and Vince said he was going to fire John Cena because he lost the belt the next night on Raw. Triple H came out before he could fire him and said, "The board have been talking, and they've decided that you have to be relieved of your duties. You don't make the, Read some of this article. It's incredible compared to what we get these days.
What we got here? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, due to figurehead, can't believe I'm going to say this. His vision was there. You go. Right. I can't believe I'm going to say this, Vince. It's me out of the game to his welled-up father-in-law, whose vision was made manifest in the spectacle surrounding them in Green Bay.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The irony of the former chairman's rosy-hued sport coat in receiving what was essentially his pink slip. Imagine McMahon's own shock to learn that he, whose influence propelled the entertainment juggernaut known today across all hemispheres, was expunged from his own empire.
God.
We don't get this now.
I mean, do we miss it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
If we were reading this every week, this would be the highlight of every week.
Fair enough.
It was an injunction filed by a board of directors likely appointed by McMahon's own hand, claiming a lost vote of confidence after countless years, a multitude of eras even, with Vince McMahon in the lofty seat of power in WWE. Like a bull excised of its horns, or a lion with its roar, plus jaws and claws, repossessed. The WWE CEO's authority was nullified by the business decision of an executive cabal acting on the globally renowned company's behalf. What? Where did this guy come from? And what was he writing before?
Craig Tello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's Craig Dello? What does he do now?
He does something. Hold on, let me take this off the screen here. He was really good.
He's been at the center of the most calamitous controversies at the cornerstones of squared circle memory. He's even won a war and felled a media Goliath in Ted Turner. Now, for all the respect McMahon's earned and commanded by acts of both good and evil over the last several decades, he's relegated to an esteemed parking spot at WWE headquarters and an essentially hollow nameplate on a cherry wood desk. Now, just a keepsake.
Head of content strategy for EA Esports and New York Times bestselling author, former WWE,
bestselling author. There you go.
Former WWE and WWE Network content exec, Infinity Gem coveter, I should say. Views
cover.
Yeah. Views our own.
Okay, so this week my big ups go to Craig Tello for an article that he wrote 11 years ago.
Do you know, if you took out some of the names in there and didn't know otherwise,
I know.
Could have been written this week.
It really
It's true. Will, do you have one for this week as well? I kind of got one.
Yeah, it's very much on the fly, but I'm gonna go for Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
Good choice.
Yeah, because he. I mean, it's a bit boring that we're probably going to be getting Reigns and Lesnar again. But I don't know. There's something about this since he come back at the beginning of this year. Or was it late last year, whenever it was.
Mm-hmm.
He makes things more interesting, and he's a big name, and he makes SmackDown slightly bit more interesting, or whatever show he's on.
See, I thought he was getting a bit Brock Lesnar's great. He like you say, he's different. He does shake things up. It's he's always delivers something. But that main event style that he does, I've seen it now, and I don't know that having him back, especially for another Lesnar match, it's another Reigns match. I don't know.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I'm
have
not
the same magic that it did 10 years ago.
not too keen on the idea of Reigns again, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It did. I mean, just the bit on SmackDown last night where he come back. Okay, it was his hometown, so maybe you're gonna get a slightly better reaction there. But as soon as you hear that music hit, you know something big about
Here comes
that.
the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And no, Lesnar for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Lesnar. Yeah.
What's your thumbs
Good
down?
Hmm?
What's your thumbs down for the week?
Thumbs down.
Yeah. If you have one.
Should we, is Beans actually here? Because he dropped off and now he's saying that he can't hear
Yeah.
us.
Oh no.
I'm here now.
Oh,
No,
there
you
you
are
are.
here. Good. You are still.
Yeah, sorry,
Thought we might
my
have to restart
my
the call
internet
or something.
my internet crapped out for about 2 minutes, so
It's all right.
I do apologise.
That's okay.
The way that goes. Do you have a highlight of the week? Someone that you want to put over this week?
Myself, I'm here.
Yourself. For being here. Oh yeah, no, that's
All right, fair
That
point.
counts.
Fair play, I
That
guess. I guess.
Can I
Going
haven't
full
got a
on
thumb.
heel, yeah. I mean, come on.
I haven't got a thumbs down. Can I have another thumbs up? Like, just a quick one.
Oh, that's very
You
positive.
can take my
You're
thumbs
breaking
up
the
because
format
I
the
can't
first time
really.
we've done it.
I can't really praise many people, seeing as I haven't seen
Yeah,
much.
I've just thought of another one. Sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
think it's worth mentioning.
Go ahead.
William Regal on commentary on Dynamite. He called Jericho a tosspot.
He said a trout slapping tosspot.
That was pretty good.
I'm so glad you said it. I wanted to say that one.
That is pretty good. I guess. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I also like the way JR didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Well,
Yeah,
that's-
what is a tosspot?
that's-
You don't want to know.
That's basically anything. With the AEW product.
All right,
Need
Smoot,
to,
what's
um,
your
sorry.
Mine would have to be my thumbs up of the
Focus.
week is probably gonna be Christian finally turning heel on the Jurassic
Oh.
Express.
Well, I missed that, but yeah, I've read about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and delivering a concerto that left everybody questioning if Jungle Boy was actually hurt or not. He's fine, but everybody was like, "Oh shit, he might have actually got him with the chair or something." And then the juicy bit, which they didn't show on TV, was from the Fight TV feed of Christian confronting what was it, Jungle Boy's wife and mother at ringside, and just basically telling them straight to their face, "You raised a piece of shit."
Wow.
So that gets my thumbs up. My thumbs down of the week,
They've finally done it.
aside from Regal calling Jericho a tosspot, it was probably the rest of Dynamite. I wasn't a real big fan of it. It was kind of another stinker of an episode. It felt very, I don't want to say, it's not convoluted, but very all over the place. Like there was really no structure. Jericho's segment had Jericho had 2 segments with his group where the latter half just didn't make any sense to have him come out and interrupt Moxley and Tanahashi to build up Forbidden Door and just list off a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, I caught the end of that segment, and it looked to me like Jericho was just shouting a lot of Japanese names at the screen.
Right. There was that. The hair versus hair match was actually kind of a miss for me because of you have a barber, you have the barber's chair, Floyd I think was his name, and
Supposedly.
For whatever reason Sammy Guevara was in some sort of luchador outfit,
Samurai del Sol or something, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
Fuego del Sol.
Fuego, yeah, and it didn't make any sense. And then they're going up the ramp and completely forgetting the stipulation of hair versus hair and whatnot. And Floyd wasn't even
Well, he
used.
shaved his own head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Floyd wasn't even used. They didn't
No,
need
you
him.
don't need Floyd. I thought it was kind of cool. He shaved his own head. He's like, yeah, I lost.
Yeah.
I'll do the thing. It's you don't usually get that in a hair match. You usually get the guy trying to run away and not do it. So I thought that was cool.
But what was Floyd there for, other than to collect a paycheck of an appearance fee?
Because he was there because you assume that you need one.
True.
It was he was there to show that Ortiz was manning up, basically.
Blood and guts. Blood and guts.
Blood and guts. Blood and guts.
Blood and guts.
Yeah, the not using of Floyd was the reason for Floyd to be there.
I guess.
I think that was the idea anyway.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. A lot of it just didn't click with me this week for lack of
You
a
didn't
better
like
reason.
Wardlow beating up 20 security guards? Pinning them all 5 at a time?
I'm kind of on the fence with making him this generation's version of Goldberg. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but I'm not quite entirely on board, if that makes sense. Because now they've added the Wardlow to the music.
Yeah.
And he's already had the security escort to the ring. All you need now is the sparkler pyro, and there you go. He's got the not really undefeated, but he's got
not anymore.
He's got
Jade
the
has
streak.
that.
He's got the some sort of a streak, and he can just beat up a bunch of dudes without a problem. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just on the fence,
Mm-hmm.
What else? What was the women's match? Oh, it was Toni Storm versus Britt Baker, which was just a rematch from the Owen Hart tournament, which, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Just a lot of Dynamite was kind of a miss for me, I feel.
I think you said something similar last week. That's not necessarily bad, but it was
Yeah.
there. They're not blowing you away.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's Dynamite's version of a bad show, is that kind of average, nothing really happening show.
Right.
They don't usually do 2 of those in a row. That's a bad sign to me.
Exactly, yeah. I can't remember the last time where I've been you know what, this has been a miss 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Is it coincidence that it happened? MJF has gone for 2 weeks, and they're the 2 weeks that are down.
Intentionally making the show worse because MJF isn't booked.
Well, either intentionally or just they're missing out on a star, one of the big guys, the big rating straws, the most talented guys they got.
Yeah, that's true.
That thing.
Could be. Yeah, I don't know. Could be.
Maybe they're missing MJF more than they thought they would.
Possibly.
Thumbs down this week. I don't know. It seems like it's all Vince, right? It's kind of hard to look past Vince and the.
You let us all down.
Negatives. Yeah, he let us all down. I expected more from him. He always seemed like such a stand-up guy,
I wouldn't go that far.
Really, I always thought he was such a squeaky clean kind of. He's a great boss.
Okay, now
no
you're
one
reaching.
ever said anything bad about Vince McMahon.
Now you're reaching. Now you're reaching.
Just the all-round good egg, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh my god. The man that called Liverpool a disease, you're gonna call a good egg.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong about that.
Anyway. Will, what's your thumbs down?
Oh, thumbs down? Oh, Christ. No, I don't think I've got one, really. Trying to think.
Okay, Beans, what's your thumbs down?
The only thing that I can say, Vince's promo on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll
That's
go for
fair.
that one.
No, that is absolutely fair. They hyped that up 12 hours in advance, and that's that's the best you got, is just him reminding you that, then, now, forever, pal. Together. Come on.
Together, they added it together, and that's the most important one, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was only important still after like a year ago. So.
Yeah, right.
Wild.
When they go back together. Yeah.
All right, was that enough? Was that enough time, Will, to come up with one?
No, not really.
No. Well, start thinking now, ready for next week. And
Yeah,
then-
there you go.
then we'll see.
You got to give 2 next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pressure's
I
on.
did give 2 thumbs up, so that should outweigh it, shouldn't it?
2
Oh.
positives don't make it, or 2 negatives don't make a right.
They do if you multiply them.
Right.
They do
Yeah.
make a positive.
Somehow.
I hate math.
I was gonna say, maybe another one would be I was gonna say maybe Money in the Bank only having like 2 matches announced since we're like a few weeks away.
So I was just looking that up. Apparently, 2nd of July for Money in the Bank. So we've still got 2 weeks left, and they have five matches announced so far.
Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong.
So
I didn't
it's-
go with that then.
So it's the tag titles. They've got both women's titles, and then the 2 Money in the Banks.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a thumbs down. There you go.
Oh,
I've got
here
one.
we go. Very late.
It's a little bit more than the last week, but we didn't do it last week, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say 2 words to you, and I'm not going to expand anymore.
It's okay.
Thumbs,
Billy Gunn.
thumbs down, Jeff Hardy.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
well, yeah.
Yeah, that was going off of that. I'm not a fan of EVPs winning the tag titles. So a lot of speculation whether or not the Hardys would have actually won them in that ladder match, which that crazy ladder match, which surprisingly had tables around ringside that just seemed to explode when they went through them. But yeah, since the Hardys were removed, people were saying that they were probably gonna win the titles instead of the Bucks, perhaps. That's a good pick, Will. Sorry.
I don't know if that would be a good idea for them to win the belts now, with Jeff as beat up as he is, even before the DUI. stuff.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been worse if they won it and then the DUI.
Yeah, that's true. Just like was it MSK in NXT that they just won the tag belts and then the guy had to be fired?
For beating up his girlfriend or something like that, right?
Allegedly, again,
Allegedly.
but yes, that is what was alleged. And dressing up as Hitler or something.
Oh,
No, as you
Jesus.
do.
Yeah, I can't say that's ever been on my list of costumes that I've wished to try.
No. Just, it's not Wesley, is it? It's the other guy. Can't remember what the other guy's name is. Ah, well, that's fine. Just him and Prince Harry.
How do you feel about people getting prepared to go through a table, a la Jungle Boy here?
He looks pretty relaxed about that.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
If you're going to go through a table off the apron like that, powerbomb style, do what you got to do to protect yourself. I don't care.
And here, let me load up this other one with the table spot. One sec. Hold on, there we go. There we are. Boop. Like his ass goes through it, and it explodes.
It kind of does, but
Like Jungle Boy hits it first, and then
yeah, he like snaps a corner off, and then the rest of it actually looks like it's mostly in one piece. Right?
yeah.
Or is the top just? I don't know. Something weird's happened with that table.
Crazy.
God, that's brutal. Ugh.
But yeah, those are some pretty good. I have to say, those are some pretty good choices for our debut segment. Hopefully, can we get a graphic next week for it?
Yeah, let's do a
I
graphic.
think we need one, don't we? Yeah.
I'll try to find music, not the pay-per-view music, but something different.
We'll find the paper review clip as well. We can steal that. They're not using it.
Yeah,
It's
well,
probably public domain by now, right?
I'm concerned if you
25
let
years?
Smoot pick the music for a segment,
wait, why?
because it'll end up being some weird porn dance music.
What are you talking about?
Porn dance music.
Yeah.
At least
Can't
it's
porn
dance
up.
music.
Watch-
Well, that's what your paper. No, the pay-per-view music normally sounded like.
What are you
And
talking
there was that
about?
one that was.
Our pay-per-view music sounds like porn. Again, what kind of porn are you watching? Like 80s workout video porn.
Well, there was that clip as well. What you.
Yeah, oh
played
yeah.
that-
With the,
that I've got the remnants of that in my head as well.
Paper review. I gotta find that. I want to see if I can track down that song and like source it, and then see if we can actually use it on the show. That'd be great.
Oh, it was the Hot Topics.
Hot Topics.
Oh yeah,
they did
hot
call it the
topics. Hot topics of the week.
Nah, this isn't that. We've got a totally different gimmick here. This is a good and a bad thing.
Right.
The Hot Topics, that was just, Hot Topic, the things that is the news of the week as opposed to the not news of the week.
Very true.
This
Yeah,
is the
I'll
hot
give you
and
that.
not topics of the week.
Let me see here. What Beams is talking about. Hold on, if I can find it.
Oh God.
Because I remember what he's talking about. It's just my thing's not searching for it.
Oh, what a
Well,
shame.
the audio clips
Yeah.
of Bean saying he doesn't care.
I don't care. I remember that. Yeah.
that's the clip with the porno music in the background.
It's not. It was not porn music though. That's the thing. Ay. Yeah. Here we are.
Oh.
Why you do this?
I found some of them here.
What do you mean, some?
Hold on. No, not that one. That one's too cheery. Hold on. Ironically, it was all from the Price is Right Facebook game, so I'm very taken back by the fact that you think it sounds like porn music at all.
I think I vaguely know the one you mean actually, but I can't remember what you used it for.
This is the one where Beans was saying, "I don't care." Yeah, that's not porn at all. Like, I'm sorry, Beans. I will always dispute
I
that.
don't know.
It sounds a bit.
We could use this for the segment next
Could
week.
be.
Though.
It definitely sounds like it's in the 80s.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll accept that.
On a dodgy late night channel.
Okay, well, now I'm disagreeing. Anyway. Yeah, I'll try to find something. I don't know. We'll see what we can bring up. Anything else?
Hey, yeah, here's a thing for you, Smoot,
Oh no.
because this relates to something that I know is near and dear to your heart, and that is crapping on Ronda Rousey. So, Ronda,
Oh
Ronda
no.
tweeted to Natalia that someone needs to tell you your discount OnlyFans sister fetish YouTube channel is weird and embarrassing. And Natty says,
It was either do a channel with my hot sister. Oh my god. But you're opening a lot of doors with that sentence right there.
it's a good start.
Yeah. Or bring people to a rock at the Hold on. Or bring people to a rock at the back of my farm to cry and talk about conspiracy theories. Oh! She went there.
Oh yeah.
I chose the sexy sister thing. Because we might be weird, but we're not as weird as your hot takes on life. Get him, Natty! Get her! Drag her! Yes! Holy shit. Get absolutely clowned on, Rhonda. You fucking Sandy Hook denier.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Go for it.
There you
Of the two, you know what? I mean, like, yeah, sure. Take the OnlyFans route instead of being like, I have some ideas and theories about this school shooting that took place. Yeah, I'm
Well,
Team Natty. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not see that. Thank you for putting that out.
There you go. I thought you needed to see that.
Here, I'll even retweet it on the other account. Do you think that's like? That seems like a shoot to me, but
It.
it's like a working shoot, though.
Yeah, it would be really unprofessional to do that if Ronda wasn't in on it.
Well,
But also, if she was in on it, why would you just not go there? Wouldn't you? You'd think of something else to say. You wouldn't bring that up again.
Now you could just be like, at least I could cut a promo.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that'll do it.
Why are we not getting this on WWE first? Exactly, dude. Exactly. And ironically, like, if that type of thing was said on like Dynamite, Natty would be the one that would be booed. Strangely enough. Yeah, because like Jericho tries to villainify people who run OnlyFans, or no, not him. No, I think it was him in like America's
He did.
Top
Yeah,
Team.
he did
Yeah,
with Paige Van Zandt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, and it was just like,
Yeah.
okay, dude, get out of the past.
Yeah. People kind of like that.
Yeah.
People are into OnlyFans.
Exactly. I get why, but I wish this was on TV so bad. Incredible comeback. Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's a good one. Anything else before we get out of here? Apparently Raw ended with a pose down from Lashley. I was like, alright, I guess we could skip this for the week.
Did he do his favorite pose?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it was his favorite pose.
What's his favorite pose?
Look at Austin's face, though. Look at Theory's face.
Yeah, you don't want to do a pose down with Lashley.
Yeah, come on. What are you doing? I like that it's just Theory blinded Bobby Lashley with baby oil after losing a pose down. That's how they ended the show.
I know it's like 2022 and we're all supposed to be inclusive and everything.
Yeah.
But you know when you try and explain to someone that wrestling isn't gay, and then you see that at the end of Raw, and you're thinking, I'm not really winning this battle, am I?
It's Pride Month, Will.
Wrestling's totally gay.
It's Pride Month, Will.
These time we
It is
just
Pride.
accepted it.
It is Pride Month as well.
Yeah.
To apologise.
There
But
you
you
go.
can get
I'm not against gay.
Okay, all right. You don't have to explain yourself. It's fine.
I feel like I need to.
Yeah, this just looks like a cookie cutter fucking Raw. And then SmackDown, yeah, Riddle cut a promo after Vince came out. Madcap Moss defeated Happy
the last
Corbin.
laugh match.
Yeah, what the hell was this, by the way?
I have no idea.
I still don't really know.
When the dust settled, Moss was all smiles, hitting Corbin with 2 punchlines, and once again defeating his former employer.
I
After
think
the match,
it was like a no-holds barred match. I think that wasn't really explained.
Minneapolis helped Pat McAfee laugh Happy Corbin out of the arena. Okay. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods defeated Jinder Mahal and Shanky.
Of course.
McIntyre.
Shanky started dancing for some reason.
Alright, okay, I gotta see this.
With knowledge of his boogie? What the hell?
Yeah, he's. I don't know what to do to him now. They've ruined him anyway. It's not coming back though. Yeah.
The Shanky Shuffle.
He caught him last week just before the match. He was trying to find him to get ready to come out for the match. And when he went to the locker room, he was in the locker room dancing to his own theme music.
Oh. Nice to
And
see
now,
that. Nice to see that Jinder Mahal's back acne is cleared up. After about
and now
like 5
he
years.
just seems to dance everywhere.
Yeah, now he's just a dancing.
Does he still have his strange nipples?
Well, Beans,
I kind of hope so.
Beans, you can see the monitor. Look here. You can see the screen.
No, I can't really see it from that though.
Oh, okay. Go back to the beginning.
That gear, Shanky's gear looks terrible.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, Beans.
Yeah, it's not too bad. He normally has like strange
Who are we talking about?
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder.
Oh, here we go. There you
go.
Hold on. Let me back it up a little bit further. Hold on.
He goes.
Here we go. Let's see.
I think
He looks like he's got you know, like
no talent.
when you were at school and you didn't bring your PE kit, and they had like a basket full of stuff that you have to
the
put
lost
on.
property for the.
Yeah, that's
the
what
one
his
that doesn't
wrestling
fit.
attire looks like when he turns up to the arena. He's like, "Oh, I forgot my gear again."
Dude, you're in Minnesota. That shit ain't hitting.
Mm.
No offense.
I'm not sure where that would hit.
No.
India would be the obvious pick, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think even they'd be quite happy with
Yeah,
that.
I don't think so.
Oh, what a shock. They lost a match from Xavier Wood playing the trombone and Shanky dancing.
Well,
Jinder tagged himself in and then just got beaten.
This is why, like, dude, this is why wrestling is not drawing. I'm sorry.
What's this thing here? Something about anti-dancing. What was the caption below that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That last tag match. There you go. With his dancing shoes on, he and his anti-dancing cohort Jinder Mahal took on two superstars who were no strangers. Yeah, okay. No. With trusty trombone, Woods played a pleasant tune, enticing. Okay, so this isn't actually the worst writing I've ever heard.
They used cacophonous.
Woods' knowledge of the boogie ended up the deciding factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used the word cacophonous there.
Yeah.
Cacophonous.
Cacophonous chop. Dude, somebody should have that as a finisher, the cacophonous chop. Why can't you give that to, like, Elias? That would be great. He just chops people.
Woods
as
played
a
a
finish.
pleasant tune, enticing Shanky, who couldn't control himself and succumbed to the beat, dancing along. One day, Maharaja took exception, tagging himself in to stop Shanky from dancing to the tempo. You don't dance to a tempo. Kofi Kingston capitalized by hitting a trouble in paradise and Mahal earning tag team victory. Nice.
Not as Craig Tello levels.
Not quite,
writing,
but it's
writing.
better than I expected. Give some credit to whoever this guy is.
It is nobody.
No one, yeah.
They don't even sign it with WWE.com staff. That's how embarrassing they are. Yeah, that seems to be it. Anything else?
So Reigns beat Riddle at the end, and then Lesnar showed up.
Yeah, is Riddle no longer on SmackDown? Or does it not matter?
No, he can't go for the title, can he?
That's right, yeah.
That was what I saw on the thing. But...
Yeah, you're right. He couldn't.
Whatever.
Yeah.
WWE's
Whatever.
in the shits. Yeah, WWE's in the shits.
Yeah.
All right, next week, I think is Forbidden Door, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have the Forbidden Door thing, right? Let me double check.
Is it next week? Is it the week after?
Forbidden Door. Where is
Oh,
it?
you might be right, actually. Yeah, I think
June
you're right.
20,
You are.
June 26th.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Thank you. I need more people to tell me I'm right. Yeah, so we'll do the thing about that, and then also the thumbs up, thumbs down of the week. Beans, will you be able to join us next week?
I hope so.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds promising. I hope you can make it. I will take it.
What was that noise?
Well, I'm in a squeaky chair. This chair's always squeaked for some reason. Of course, now that I'm trying to make it squeak, it won't do it. Oh, there we go. See?
Yeah, might have been that.
Okay. All right, we'll be back next week. Until then, thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, like, comment, ding the bell, all that jazz. And we'll see you then. Have a great one. Good night. And stay cool. It is fucking scorching hot here. Good night, everybody.